The first thing anyone notices about the planet Cathira is the light. It wasn't like sunlight back on Earth, warm, golden, predictable. Cathiran light shimmered like it was made of liquid pearls, shifting from blue to rose to silver depending on how the wind moved across the crystalline atmosphere. It made everything look unreal, like the world was carved out of soft gemstones and stardust. The second thing you notice: the people. Cathirans were tall, graceful, powerful, with a presence that made every human feel like a child wandering into a divine palace. Their skin patterns glowed faintly with emotional pulses, and their eyes were large, luminous, and unnervingly direct. They were a warrior-oriented culture, disciplined, blunt, and deeply perceptive. And that was why I, Elias Ward, human engineer, definitely not a warrior, was already in way over my head. I was standing in the training hall of the Cathiran embassy, surrounded by alien soldiers who could fold steel beams with their bare hands, adjusting equipment I barely understood, and trying desperately not to embarrass myself. Which is precisely when I saw her. Tall, radiant, muscular in the elegant, sculpted way only Cathiran warriors seemed capable of. Her armor was fitted, shining silver with dark blue highlights, marked with symbols I didn't yet recognize. She moved like gravity obeyed her, not the other way around. Her name, though I didn't know it yet, was Commander Elira Velthari, and I was about to say something stupid to her face. Something so stupid that my human brain still cringes thinking about it. But it all began with a simple moment. Elira approached me, clearly evaluating the nervous human who had been assigned to handle technology integration for their new Earth-Cathira joint operations. Her gaze was piercing enough to make me stand straighter instantly. Cathiran women, I had learned, respected confidence and detected fear like wolves sensed blood. "Human technician," she said, voice cool and authoritative, "you will be assisting me with the neural array calibrations." "Yes, Commander," I said quickly. I'll do my best." "You must do better than your best," she replied. "The array governs troop synchronization. A mistake could misfire an entire squad. No pressure, right?" She glanced at the equipment on the table. I scrambled to organize it. Unfortunately, in my scramble, a component slipped from the surface. Elira reached out faster than any human should be able to and caught the object before it hit the ground. But not just caught it. She caught it with her chest armor. And there, in the shimmering Cathiran light, the armor curved in a way that was, well, impossible not to notice. I didn't mean to stare. I really didn't. But my brain froze, panicked, and instead of thanking her, instead of nodding, instead of literally anything else, I said, "Your chest is beautiful." Out loud. Into open air. Clear as crystal. Every Cathiran in the room turned to look at me. A silence heavier than a collapsing star settled over the training hall. Elira blinked. I froze like a malfunctioning robot. My mouth opened uselessly. I mean the armor. I meant the armor. It's beautifully designed. Her lips curved. Not into a frown. Not into disgust. But into a smile, slow, surprised, almost amused. "You are brave to say that," she replied softly, eyes warming with a golden glow. "Most humans tremble merely standing in my presence." I had no idea what to do with that. But it was the moment everything changed. Part 2, the mission no one warned me about. Elira didn't punish me. She didn't report me. She didn't even scold me. Instead, she summoned me personally the next morning. When I entered her quarters, large, elegant, pulsing with soft blue light, she stood waiting, wearing lighter armor this time, her posture confident and slightly curious. "We are assigned together," she said. "A border outpost on the fringes of Cathira has gone silent. We depart immediately." My stomach sank. I thought I was just a technician. You are, she said, and the outpost depends on the neural array systems you helped calibrate. I require your presence. And, she paused. I wish to see more of the human who complimented a commander's chest without hesitation. I flushed red so fast I could practically hear my blood sizzle. She noticed. Cathirans always notice. We boarded a sleek Cathiran dropship and shot through the atmosphere with the roar of crystalline engines. Elira piloted with an ease that reminded me she was not merely a warrior, she was elite. Decorated. Feared. Feared for a reason. Halfway through the flight, sensors blared with warning. A Cathiran dread beast, large, winged, and extremely hostile, burst from a canyon wall and slammed into the ship with enough force to jolt us sideways. Elira reacted instantly. Ward. Secure yourself. The ship spun. I grabbed the nearest anchor hook. Elira grabbed me, yanking me against her armored side as the beast clawed at the hull. The moment was terrifying. And strangely intimate. You are safe, she said firmly, her voice calmer than I felt. Hold to me. I did. Because what else do you do when a 10-foot alien warrior has you in an armored embrace while a monster tries to chew your ship? She engaged evasive maneuvers, slammed the boosters, and fired a plasma bolt into the creature's wing. It screeched, spiraled away, and the ship stabilized. Elira didn't release me immediately. You did not panic, she said, sounding mildly impressed. Another point for human bravery. I think I was too terrified to panic. A curious logic. She finally let me go, her expression unreadable. You interest me, Elias Ward. Most humans apologize for their existence around Cathirans. I seem to be doing the opposite, I muttered. Her lips twitched again, almost a laugh. Almost. Part 3, The Outpost and the Truth. We landed near the silent outpost. The sky here was dark purple, the ground marked with deep cracks glowing faintly with leftover energy. Something had happened. Something big. Elira moved ahead, scanning the environment with fluid precision. I followed behind, trying not to step on anything glowing. Inside the outpost, lights flickered. Equipment sparked. Cathiran warriors lay unconscious but alive, frozen in a strange paralysis. Elira knelt beside one. They are breathing. But not waking. It wasn't poison. It wasn't an attack. It was something else. And then I saw it. The neural array core damaged, overloading, sending feedback loops through the connected warriors. If left unchecked, it could fry every mind linked to the system. Elira, I said, heart pounding, I can fix this. But I need time. What do you require? I swallowed. Protection. Her expression sharpened. You shall have it. As I worked, reconnecting cables, rerouting overloads, and manually cooling the circuits with emergency gel packs, the ground outside trembled. The same dread beast from earlier, or something similar, was approaching. Elira positioned herself between me and the entrance. The beast burst in, massive, armored, snarling. Elira roared a Cathiran battle cry and lunged. The fight was brutal. Loud. Violent. Elira moved with blinding speed, dodging claws, deflecting strikes with her forearm plates, driving her spear into the creature's hide. But the beast was huge. A strike landed. She staggered, armor cracking. Elira, I yelled, but I couldn't stop working. She looked back only long enough to shout. Do not fail. They depend on you. Her trust fueled me. I rerouted the final connection. The system restabilized. The warriors gasped awake, the paralysis breaking. The beast reared back for a finishing strike on Elira. And I slammed the manual shock override, sending a pulse that stunned the creature long enough for the newly awakened Cathirans to swarm it. Silence fell across the outpost. The beast collapsed. Elira leaned on her spear, breathing sharply but standing strong. I approached her, nervous. "Commander, are you?" Her hand suddenly caught my wrist. "You saved them," she said softly. "And you risked yourself to save me." "I couldn't let you die," I said honestly. "Not after you, smiled at me." Her chest plates pulsed faintly with golden light. Cathiran biology. A sign of emotional warmth. "You are unlike any human I have known," she murmured. Part 4. Her smile was not accidental. On the flight back, Elira sat closer than before, deliberately so. Not touching me, but near enough that her presence felt like a shield. "You spoke boldly," she said. "Most humans fear offending Cathirans." "I wasn't trying to be bold," I admitted. "I just said what I thought in the moment. And you judged my chest armor. Beautiful." I winced. "Please don't make me relive it." Her eyes glimmered with that faint golden warmth again. "I liked it," she said. I stared at her. You did?" "Yes. We Cathirans admire honesty, especially when it is given without calculation." She paused. "Many suitors have spoken flattering words to me. None were sincere. You are different." I blushed again. Humans blush. Cathirans don't. She found this endlessly fascinating. "You see only what you see," she said. "Not my rank. Not my power. You look at me and think, simply me." She leaned slightly closer. "And that is rare, Elias Ward." The ship grew quiet. Our breathing the only sound. Then, softly, "You may compliment me again, if you wish." I swallowed. "Your armor does look beautiful. But it's because you look beautiful in it." This time, she didn't just smile. She laughed, a warm, melodic sound that made my chest tighten. "I accept your words," she said. "And perhaps, someday, I will show you a design even more beautiful." I blinked. "A new armor?" "No," she replied, eyes glowing gently. "Me." My heart skipped so hard I thought I died. Elira saw that too. And her expression softened. "You are brave, Elias. Keep being brave." Part 5. The ending that felt like a beginning. The Cathiran officials celebrated the rescue mission. The warriors thanked me. The ambassador commended me. But Elira. She found me alone near the balcony overlooking Cathira's shimmering horizon. "You did well," she said, stepping beside me. "You fought like a legend," I replied. She turned toward me, voice low. "I would fight 10,000 more battles, if you were there beside me." My breath caught. "Elira, why me?" She studied me quietly. "Because you speak from your heart. Because you are unafraid of me. Because when you complimented me, you meant it." She placed her hand lightly on my shoulder. "And because your words made me feel seen not as a commander, not as a warrior, but as a woman." The moment stretched between us. Soft. Warm. Real. Then she asked, "Will you remain with our team? Continue working with me?" I nodded. "Yes. Absolutely." Her eyes glowed once more, slow, golden, unmistakably pleased. "Good," she whispered. "Because I wish to see where this path leads." The Cathiran light shimmered around us. The world glowed. And for the first time since arriving on this alien planet, I didn't feel alone. I felt chosen.